Caitlin, science intern at the Dykeman Farmhouse, or maybe not at the Dykeman Farmhouse right now. I'm actually at my family's home on Long Island, so I hope you don't mind a little bit of a different backdrop. I thought the plants might be fitting because today's theme is ethnobotany, which is plants and different cultures coming together. And today's experiment is actually a little bit more crafty, and we'll be making lip balms. So why don't you stand by and we're gonna have some fun today. Today we're gonna be making a very simple 2-ingredient lip balm. This gives you the opportunity to make the base and then add whatever you feel right. So just a few examples of things you could add besides our ingredients here today. Shea butter, essential oils, that kind of gives like a scent, and then almond oil. I've also seen that other people add vitamin E oil. That's totally up to you. You are like the captain of your own ship. So today we're going to be using a tablespoon of beeswax. I'm using this finely small little pellets of beeswax just to help that make it easier. I've got coconut oil in here already measured out. It looks kind of gross. Don't be alarmed. It is warm out, so if you're not keeping this nice and cool, it gets a little melty. That's fine. It's up to you how you store it. I mean, you're gonna melt it anyway. I've also got on top of that a double boiler. So I have an actual pot to boil this, but you can also use a bowl inside of the bottom pot. The point of this is because you fill this bottom pot with water, and it goes up, the steam goes up and warms up this pot. That keeps the rest of the ingredients inside from burning, which is a very wonderful process because we don't want to burn our lip balm. I don't think that'll taste very good, but hey, whatever you prefer. This can also all be done in the microwave. If you want to do it, we do recommend starting slow, 30 seconds at a time. Mix it, keep mixing it, then use that mix and pour it into what I'll be using are little actual lip balm, individual sized ones. This kind of just screws together. That's up to you. You can use anything, again, anything you really want. We try to keep the creativity open for you all, as long as the container that you put the lip balm in seals. So for me, I'm deciding to do a little individual ones in the name of COVID, because I'm going to give them to my family and I want to not share my lip balm with them. So I decided to keep a little individual ones. So the fun part of this is that you don't have to wait for the pan to get hot to get started, because it's all melting together anyway. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put in our beeswax pellets. Make sure we get it all in there. Then we're going to go ahead and we are going to put our coconut oil in. Alright, we're going to get that in there. We're going to give it a little mix around. It's all going to melt fairly quickly, so don't go too far. I'm going to give it a nice melt. We're going to give the beeswax a little bit of a chance. As you can see, we're starting to melt down just a little bit. I went ahead and I lowered the heat to low, just so that it melts a little bit more evenly. Alright, so we have completely melted down our mixture. It looks like it has the consistency of water. It's just a nice little yellow tinged oil. Pretty much it looks like vegetable oil, but a darker. That's what we want it to, nice and melted, completely down. Now we're going to put it into our containers. So I went ahead, I grabbed a pan like this, pretty flat. This is totally optional. If you've seen my video where I do the chemistry experiment with the elephant toothpaste, you'll know that I can't pour things into other things very easily. So this is to catch all the liquids that I will definitely miss. So I'm going to go ahead and open up some of these, as you can see. Ooh. I've also got butterfingers. As you can probably tell, fine motor skills, not my strong suit. If you have a funnel, definitely use a funnel. I definitely did not budget in a funnel for this project. So we're going to start off with 4. We'll see how much liquid we have. I have plenty more of these containers. Alright, so let's get pouring. So I've got my liquid in here. I'm going to use a spoon. If I'm making you anxious at home with my shaky hands, I am so sorry. So we have our tins full of nice hot, really hot oil. Definitely don't touch it. I mean, maybe you can touch it. That's up to you. I would not suggest it. But you can already see it's starting to cool over here. It's a little bit hard to see with the gray background, but it's actually changing in color as it cools down because the pan is cool. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the fridge for 1 hour. Then we're going to come back and see the final result. But hey, if you're interested, maybe we should get into the science part of ethnobotany while these cool. Many of you probably have herb gardens at home, but do you have mint? This sweet little plant can be used for a number of things, from desserts to dinners, but did you know that it's actually medicinal as well? Yep, these little plants right here, these little leaves, are an herbal remedy for some. It eases queasy stomachs, calms stress, and anxiety, who knew? And it also promotes restful sleep. So if you're feeling a little fancy, take off some of these leaves and throw it into your wax while it's melting, and it'll naturally pull out the oils because of the heat. And you'll get an all-natural scent that is also great for calming your anxiety. Who knew? Do you like drinking mint tea? Because if you do, you should try to add some honey in there. Honey also has a lot of natural remedies that we can use. It's really great for soothing a sore throat, as you've probably seen either in person with your family suggesting it, or maybe even in TV shows. Because honey not only soothes sore throats, but it also helps with digestive issues. It also, if you didn't know, is a great source of antioxidants. Recognize these? This is what's left of an old dandelion plant. Most people associate dandelions with weeds that are in between bricks, but they also are edible, and you could eat them if you wanted to. They have a bunch of medicinal purposes. They are a mild appetite stimulant, and they help with upset stomachs. They also studies suggest that it normalizes blood sugar levels and lowers total cholesterol. So why am I showing you all these plants? Ethnobotany, or the study of plants through their uses in different cultures, is important from our day-to-day life to our economy. Who knew, right? So yeah, I showed you some medicinal plants, and I showed you some plants that you can eat. But did you know that plants are also used for cosmetic purposes? Yeah, wait for it. So you probably know that our shirts, our fabrics and things like that, they're made with dye to get these nice colors, because I know no cotton is being grown with this bright pink, am I right? But I also have a tattoo here, and it's made out of plant-based ink, and that's becoming increasingly more common. And that's not just today, in modern day. People have been dyeing their clothes and tattooing with plant-based matter for years. And I'm talking thousands of years. Have you heard of Otzi the Iceman? He's a mummy that was found in the Alps not too long ago, but he's actually 5,000 years old and counting. This is a really awesome thing to find, because we were able to compare these tattoos with the use of x-rays to find that these tattoos were actually placed right above, on skin of course, above joint damage and degenerative spine diseases. So that helps historians and anthropologists deduce that it's possible that these tattoos were most likely medicinal. So this is what it looks like when they're all finished. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you start a lip balm business. Donate your proceeds to the Dykeman Farmhouse. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. And if you like plant-based recipes, definitely follow us, like us, share us, comment. Heck, just come to the Dykeman Farmhouse when we're open and support, because we're going to have more programs just like this coming your way this summer.